Your side hustle isn't making you rich, it's training you to stay broke. If your side hustle needs you every day, you don't own income, it owns you. Most side hustles quietly destroy wealth, and nobody warns you. Busy every day, still stuck financially. This is why hustle culture doesn't build wealth, it delays it. Stop calling it a hustle. It's a financial trap. Hustle culture sold you a lie that if you just work more hours, add more side hustles, and stay busy all the time, money will eventually fall into place. It sounds responsible, it looks ambitious, but most of the time it's just noise disguised as progress. Social media shows late nights, laptops, coffee cups, and captions like "no days off." What it doesn't show is the bank balance behind the camera, usually stuck, stressed, and barely moving. If working harder made people rich, the hardest workers on the planet would be millionaires already. But they're not, because wealth doesn't reward effort, it rewards leverage. Hustle culture keeps you busy enough to feel productive, but distracted enough to never build anything real. And once you believe that busyness equals success, you stop asking the most dangerous question of all: is this actually moving me forward or just keeping me tired? Every time you open social media, the message is the same. You're one side hustle away. Someone's making money drop shipping. Someone's freelancing. Someone's flipping crypto, AI, real estate, all at once. And slowly, a quiet fear kicks in. What if I'm missing out? That fear pushes you to jump from opportunity to opportunity, never staying long enough to build depth. You start chasing trends instead of strategy. Social media doesn't reward patience, it rewards movement. So you stay busy, you feel like you're doing something. But deep down, nothing is compounding. Most of these opportunities won't exist 5 years from now. But the time you spent chasing them, that time is gone forever. And that's the real cost of hustle FOMO. Not money lost, but years wasted. Small money is dangerous, not because it's bad, but because it feels safe. That extra income reduces stress today. So your brain relaxes, you feel like you're handling life. But comfort quietly kills growth. Real wealth requires doing uncomfortable things before results show up. Learning skills with no guarantee. Building assets that don't pay immediately. Investing time while everyone else is chasing quick cash. Side hustles give instant rewards, and that instant reward keeps you stuck in the present. It trains you to choose relief over results. Now over later. Easy over effective. And years pass like that. One day you look back and realize you were never lazy, you were just busy in the wrong direction. Comfort money doesn't ruin you loudly. It ruins you slowly while convincing you everything is fine. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Most side hustles are not businesses. They're second jobs with better branding. No scale, no growth, no future. You work, you get paid, you stop, the money dies instantly. That's not income. That's life being rented by the hour. Calling it a hustle doesn't change the math. It just makes exploitation feel voluntary. And here's the brutal truth. If your income depends entirely on your presence, you don't own it. It owns you. Wealth doesn't come from effort. Effort has limits. Time has limits. Your energy has limits. Systems don't. If your side hustle can't grow without you working more, it's not building wealth. It's slowly locking you into a higher effort version of the same life. Let's do the math nobody wants to do. If your side hustle pays $10 an hour, even working every night won't save you. Rent doesn't care how hard you work. Inflation doesn't care about your motivation. Life doesn't give discounts for effort. You're stacking hours against expenses that compound faster than your income. That's why hustlers feel like they're running nonstop, but never getting ahead. You're sprinting on a treadmill while costs move on an escalator. And here's the most painful part. No amount of discipline fixes bad leverage. You can wake up earlier, sleep less, grind harder, and still lose. Because low hourly income plus rising costs equals one outcome only: permanent struggle, dressed up as ambition. Hard truth, if your numbers don't work, your dreams don't either. This is the part that should scare you. Every hour you spend on a low-leverage hustle is an hour stolen from your future. That time could build a skill that pays for decades, an asset that compounds, a system that outlives your effort. Instead, it buys short-term relief, Opportunity cost isn't money you lose today. It's the version of you that never exists, the business you never built, the skill you never mastered, the freedom you postponed until it was too late. And the worst part? You won't feel this loss immediately. It shows up years later when you're still working, still tired, still saying, "I'll figure it out soon." That's not bad luck. That's time misused. And time, unlike money, never gives refunds. Here's the truth nobody admits. Burnout doesn't just make you tired, it makes you stupid with money. When you're exhausted, you stop thinking long term. You stop planning. You stop calculating risk. All you want is relief. So you choose easy income over smart income, fast money over lasting money, survival over strategy. Wealth is built in moments of clarity. Burnout kills those moments. You can't design a future when your brain is stuck in recovery mode. You just repeat yesterday because it's familiar. And hustle culture praises this, calls it discipline, calls it grind. But a burned out mind can't see leverage. It can only see the next bill. If you're always exhausted, that's not ambition. That's a warning sign your strategy is already failing. Wealth requires mastery. Mastery requires focus. And side hustles destroy focus. You're juggling 5 things, doing none of them deeply. A little delivery, a little freelancing, a little investing, a little content, busy but replaceable. Fragmented attention guarantees average results. Average results guarantee average income. High earners don't multitask their way to freedom. They obsess, they go deep, they block everything else out. But hustle culture trains you to scatter your attention because scattered effort looks productive. Depth looks boring until it pays. If you're constantly switching tasks, you're not building skill, you're killing it. And the scary part? Years can pass like this without you realizing you never mastered anything at all. The most dangerous place isn't failure. It's being busy and still stuck because failure forces change. Being okay doesn't. You're paying bills. You're surviving. You're tired, but functional. So nothing feels urgent. This is how people lose decades. They mistake motion for progress, effort for results, activity for advancement. Hustle culture loves this stage because it keeps you working without questioning the system. Years pass, energy drops, opportunities shrink, and one day you realize something terrifying. You weren't unlucky. You weren't lazy. You were just busy building nothing. And by the time you see the trap clearly, escape costs more energy than you have left. Let's end the confusion. Wealth is not built with more hours. It's built with ownership. Assets, skills, systems, things that grow without demanding more of your time. Employees earn more by working longer. Owners earn more by building once and letting it repeat. That's the difference hustle culture never explains. Wealth rewards leverage, code that runs while you sleep, content that earns while you're offline, investments that compound without permission. This is why rich people protect their time aggressively. They don't spend it on tasks that die when effort stops. If your income needs your constant presence, it will always cap your future. Wealth isn't about doing more. It's about building things that don't need you there to keep paying. And once you see this, working for money starts to feel like the slowest strategy possible. Active income keeps you alive. Leveraged income sets you free. Active income means show up or get nothing. Leveraged income means work once, benefit repeatedly. Most people never make the shift because active income feels safer. It's predictable. It's immediate. Leverage feels uncertain until it works. And once it works, the rules change permanently. This is why the wealthy don't obsess over hourly pay. They obsess over multipliers. How many people does this reach? How many times can this repeat? How long can this earn? Leverage is uncomfortable at first because it delays reward, but delay is the price of escape. If all your income is active, your freedom has an expiration date. Leverage removes that date entirely. Here's the irony. The paths that create real wealth are the same ones most people avoid. Not because they're impossible, but because they don't pay immediately. Building a business, learning a rare skill, creating content, software, education, or intellectual property, investing consistently instead of chasing hype. These paths feel slow at the beginning, silent, boring. That's why hustle culture ignores them. But leverage always starts quietly. Then it accelerates violently. By the time it's obvious, it's already late to copy. High leverage paths don't reward speed, they reward commitment. And if you're willing to be uncomfortable now, you get to be free later, while everyone else stays busy forever. Now comes the uncomfortable part, honesty. List every side hustle you're doing. Then ask one brutal question. If I stop showing up, does this still make money? If the answer is no, it's not leverage, it's labor. And labor isn't bad, but pretending it's a wealth strategy is. Most people keep dead hustles alive because they already invested time. That's sunk cost thinking, and it traps people for years. A hustle that doesn't scale is not an opportunity. It's a delay. Kill what drains energy without building a future. Not emotionally, strategically, because every hour spent maintaining a low leverage hustle is an hour stolen from something that could actually change your life. If your hustle needs you forever, it's not helping you escape, it's training you to stay. Wealthy people don't manage money first. They manage time. They concentrate it instead of scattering it. One skill, one asset, one long-term direction, not 5 distractions that feel productive. If you give 1 hour a day to something that compounds, it beats 10 hours spent chasing small wins. Focus creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence attracts opportunity. Busy people stay broke because they divide their attention. Focused people get rich because they multiply results. This isn't about working less. It's about working with intention. Reallocate your time away from noise and towards something that still pays you 5 years from now. That single shift is what separates people who escape from people who stay stuck forever. Here it is unchanged. If you don't redefine success, society will do it for you. It will tell you success is being busy, always tired, always chasing. But real success is freedom, choice, control over your time. The goal was never to work harder. It was to stop needing to. Hustle culture celebrates effort. Wealth rewards strategy. Every year you delay this shift, escape gets harder. Not because you're weak, but because energy declines and responsibilities grow. Your future self isn't coming to save you. They're waiting for you to act. Choose leverage over hustle, ownership over exhaustion, freedom over applause. Because the real flex is not being busy, it's being free.